What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Winner Circle. I'm Cody, and we're back. We're here again. We got another one going. I got to be honest with you. I'm going to need some help right now in the chat because I don't know if Derek's audio is coming through. You don't have the... Yeah, hold up. Let me go into properties here. It should be good now. Let me see you talk.
Yo.
Yeah, you're back.
All right, what up, everybody? It's Derek. I'm here.
All right. Here. What's going on, everybody? Well, this is how the lives go. We tell you guys this all the time. Every week that we do this, it's like when you go live like this, there's always something that could possibly go wrong. And I don't know what it was, bro. Right when I logged on today, my road wasn't coming up.
No, you got to sometimes unplug it, plug it back in. I think they can hear me now. I think the chat's a little bit behind us because they're still saying no, they can't hear me. Yeah, now they're saying they can hear me.
I know it's coming in now because I can see before I couldn't see your audio when you talk. I was like,
now you got me.
Yeah.
Well, hey, let's talk real quick because they're doing the recap here right now. I know Julie's about to talk, but overall, pretty crazy week. We had the invisible HOH, which was not so visible, because JAG decided to tell everyone,
right?
Which I really, honestly, and JAG's my pick to win. I don't understand that move, and it's backfiring on him a little bit, talking long term. So that was a huge power to have. I don't know why he told anyone, even Matt. I don't know. Honestly, even though me and you were that tight, I probably, for my own game, wouldn't have said a thing to anyone, just so you don't even have to worry about lying. So I wouldn't have told no one.
Dude, I don't know about that, but I would have, the fact that he told everybody and the way that he did it, right? He started off lying to everybody. Then he slowly is divulging it. Then he divulges it to the entire house when Blue wins the veto. It was like, so now what these people are doing, and I think this is what you were alluding to long term, right? Is just like, they now know, dude, Jag lied to us all week, had us fooled. We didn't really think it was Jag other than Felicia. And it's like, that's how Jag can lie to you, which is just like not the play. Just not the play.
And what else is it doing? What have we been talking about with Cam in previous seasons? Jag's establishing himself as a comp beast, right? Like someone who's going to win the comps in the end. Is that someone you want to roll with? But I will say, as bad as the HOH was to tell everyone, I do think what this actually happened this week for JAG's game is important, because Cory's been saying all along that he's going to take one of them out eventually. Yeah. So now, as we're seeing it right here, we're seeing the veto ceremony right now is a double veto ceremony, so 2 twists in 1 week. What do you think about this move right here? Because Cory and America didn't see it coming.
Oh, I think the thing that bothers me is everything leading up to it, I think, was horribly played. Targeting Cory and America is exactly what he needed to do. It's very unfortunate, because it's unfortunate on a bunch of different levels, because him and Matt's game is tied together. Everybody knows that they're a duo. So ultimately what was happening was there was Matt and Jag, Cory and America, and then everybody else who genuinely they don't feel are strong enough competitors to beat them, which I think is a extreme missight. But anyways, neither here nor there. He had to take this shot because Cory and America were going to take it next week, which is kind of not smart on all their parts, in my opinion, because you literally are targeting each other and carrying Blue, Bowie, Felicia, and Sari right to the end, because you know you're going to get targeted. Okay, now America and Cory get broken up this week. Now public enemy number 1, Jag and Matt. They're not winning out straight up. They're not going to win out the entire time. I think this season we saw that, Felicia won a HOH, came out of nowhere. Bowie won an HOH, came out of nowhere. So it's like, to view anybody in this house like they just can't win competitions is so like arrogance to a point where it makes me want them to lose, to be honest. You get what I'm saying? And so, right move, horrible week leading into that move, and he's going to be public enemy number 1. Him and Matt are going to be the targets next week unless they win. So
I agree. And look at this reaction. I don't know where you're at right now, but he hasn't read the invisible nominee replacement person yet. America just went up. Yep.
I saw America just sit down.
Yep. So you're like a second ahead of me, like a split second. So we're good. So they got to know right here. America's got to know stuff. It's not going to go good right now.
Yeah.
But this is the right move. Could have been done cleaner.
Yeah.
But it's the right move. Cory's got to know at this point because he's such a smart guy. He's got to know.
Well,
right?
He did, bro, because you saw him in his DRs kind of alluding to it. He was like, you should be backdooring me. You need to backdoor me because if you don't, I'm going to come after you. And
right,
that's what I would have done this week.
You see America's face? She knew. She knows. They're good players.
So
they know.
Are you talking about America put her hand to her face?
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I think as soon as she used it. So right now, Jag's talking.
Cory knows.
Yeah, look at this. I mean, it's palpable in there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's almost about to cry.
Let me know when it says Cory.
Right now, just said Cory.
Yeah, so now he's getting up. Yeah, so, again, right move, wrong way to go about it.
Aw, that's tough.
Bro, can we also call out America for just the most, dumb, just really dumb gameplay.
Pulling with the blue thing?
Going to blue. You know, you've talked to Jag and Matt. You know that they're not targeting you this week. You know that blue is the target. And you go to blue, in what sense? The week hasn't even come close to play out yet. And you go to blue and try to pin her against Jag.
Jag's talking about it right now. He's saying started hearing too many things. Now, I don't know if Jag's pulling like a Vanessa where he was just looking for a reason to put him up, but...
Well, I mean, bro, he knew Jag is also... Let's not Jag is a good player. Jag knew he was probably right in that realm of... This is either the right time to take a shot, or I'm going to wait, could backfire, or it can help me, and then I'm going to target them. The next time I win HOH, I'm targeting them. And he was like, he needed something like that to do it, but I don't think he would have. And America gave it to him. So it's like, and here's the other thing. I don't feel bad for America and Cory. They had every opportunity to win competitions. They haven't won anything. And so you can't just play from behind the scenes so blatantly obvious and not win anything to show, like, guys, we're taking care of you. So
I'm torn. I'm so torn with this because I understand the relationships that can form inside that house. You and I are an example of that, right? Like, you can really develop a bond with someone that lasts a lifetime. So it's very possible that America has true feelings for Cory and vice versa, but you know why you went in there. This is a game, and America's super smart. Brown University graduate, fan of the show. You were laying in bed with each other every single day, 24/7. What did you think was going to happen, America? That you and him were just going to get to the end? I know we've had couples do really well, and we've had couples, you've had one of them win, like a Rachel Riley or something like that, where they go on and win the game.
Jordan did it the one year,
right? But they don't end up in the final two together.
No.
So I'm torn about this because it is a game. She's taking it hard, but I can empathize with her because it is hard to get rid of, to have these things happen because this is all you know. But one more thing, I'm sorry, I'm talking long.
No, bro.
I love that Cory in that DR said, can't blame Jag for doing it. I would have targeted him and Matt next week. That's respect. I like that.
Cory is voting for the best player in the house. Cory's not a bitter jury. Remember, the reason why it's bad is because America is going to be bitter. If one of them are in the final two and they're not in the final two together, hello, the other person's guaranteeing to get America's vote. Yep. Melissa Lynch is back in the building.
By the way, say what she's going to say because I agree with her already.
Okay. The people who came out on top this week was Sari and Felicia. They played for jury votes by comforting America and Cory. Well played by them. Absolutely true. Literally.
This is a great week for them.
I don't think Felicia and Sari are going to be in the final two, but I do think one of them are going to be there. And how I think this season is going to play out, both of them are going to be all the way at the end because they clearly are they don't respect them as on the competition side. They don't respect them as to win competitions. And so they're just kind of looking past them. They're looking past them. They're going to target everybody else. Felicia and Sari, one of them will be in the final two, and whichever one is there is going to get votes and probably is going to win the game. In my opinion, that's how I think.
What were we saying earlier? Before we hopped on, we were on the phone because the episode got pushed tonight. This is a huge week for Felicia and Cirie.
Yeah. We were literally talking about it before.
Huge week for them. And Cirie, you know, we have had our criticisms about her game, not as far as like we're not overly impressed with it. But man, for the game she's playing, which in my opinion is kind of a floater game at this point, which is kind of what she needs to do. She's just sitting around in a robe, chilling all day, letting these guys kill each other, and she's gonna sneak right to the end.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna make the mistake of thinking she's not gonna get those votes, like you said, and she's gonna end up winning. It's very possible, unless you get like a Matt up there. I think Matt beats her at the end.
I think possibly. I
don't think Jag beats her. I don't think Jag beats her, but I think Matt beats her.
I think Jag would beat anybody, to be honest.
You think he beats Cirie with how America feels about him right now and stuff? You don't think?
Here's the thing: is that Cory's going to be in the jury house. America's at some point going to come to the jury house. Cory's going to get in America's ear. He's going to talk to her, let her understand that it's just a game. She'll end up decompressing. The immediate anger is going to subside, and I think she could end up voting a little less.
She cool.
Angry,
Cirie
spiteful. So
Cirie and Felicia literally just repeated what you just said. Cirie just told Felicia what you exactly said. I'm gonna let you guys watch this part here. If you're not, watch this part.
Oh, this is epic. Also,
Man.
Cody, not sure if you heard, but you got a little shout out on Jeff and Jordan's this week. Did I really?
They got the show Togetherness.
Yeah, the Togetherness. I just commented on Jeff's wait, when did their episode come out? I just commented on Jeff's post because I thought it was absolutely hilarious when he was just he took a shot at Jordan and was like, that was so messed up, but I had to do it and it felt so good. I lost it. Their dynamic is my favorite, dude, by far.
That's why we love them, because they're genuine all the way through. The same people you saw in the house, that's who they are. They don't make no excuses. And I mean, Jordan's out there doing her thing. Dude. Jeff's out there absolutely killing it with Daily
Jeff's
Blast
beast,
Live.
bro.
So shout out right back to Jeff and Jordan.
Yeah.
If you haven't already, Jeff and Jordan have a podcast called Togetherness. They don't necessarily talk about Big Brother all the time. They just talk about life.
And it's awesome.
They got two beautiful boys. They get really vulnerable, really honest. So if you want to hear another great podcast, make sure you go listen to theirs. It's good.
And it's fun because obviously the dynamic between the two of them is great. Cirie ran the house in the beginning. Eddie Rios. Did Cirie run the house in the beginning by herself, though? Because that's the thing is I know everybody's Cirie ran the house in the beginning, and I was saying that Cirie was in the driver's seat, but Cirie had Cory, Cirie had Cory, Cirie had Jared, Cirie had Izzy, Cirie had Felicia. There were a lot of people that were causing and allowing Cirie to be in the position that she was in. It wasn't just Cirie was running the house by herself. To say it was just Cirie is kind of just I can tell that you're just a Cirie stan. It's not really objective, because Jared had a heavy hand in a lot of stuff that was going on with Cirie. And so it's almost like you're discrediting other players that did really well early on just to give all the credit to Cirie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think Cirie's playing a very similar Survivor game, which works, which in the beginning, you want to lay low. You don't want to be the topic of conversation. You want to get close to the end, and then you can start making some moves. And she comes off as unassuming as far as she's not a threat because she's a little bit older and she doesn't win a lot of competitions. Mm-hmm. So just like it happens in Survivor, which, by the way, not a bad strategy, she gets by.
It's working.
Because she's super smart.
Yeah.
They underestimate her, and she gets to the end. But I said it before, I stand by it. We're not going to just change because of certain people who don't like it. I'm not whoa, she's an absolute mastermind. She's basically called this from the beginning. I feel like she's playing the game that she's capable of playing, and in the way that's going to get her to the end. She's not being too aggressive. She's not saying too much behind people's backs. She literally just said it to Cirie. This is her word just now. We're going to let them fight, and we're just going to duck. What does that mean to you? We're going to just duck and not do anything. That's her words. We're not downplaying her game as a player, but we're just saying if she ends up in the end and wins, that's great. But and that doesn't mean she masterminded her way to the end.
Right. Totally. Yes. But that's where the credit gets given in the sense of Cirie understands the game. Suri understands like social cues. She understands how to read the room. She understands how to navigate what's going on in the house. And having that kind of a read, and you pretty much have every aspect of the game mastered minus winning competitions. It's like, yeah, she 100% is deserving to win, but it's like to be like Suri mastermind her way to the end. The game would have looked very different if Suri masterminded her way to the end of the game. There would be Izzy, Jared. Like, that's where we're coming from on our point of view. And it's not a sense of like discrediting Suri. It's not a sense of like, oh, we're not giving her credit. We're just objectively watching and calling it for what it was. The same way we're like calling out, like, do you think Derek doesn't want to be gassing up Jag to talk about how brilliant Derek is at picking winners? Because he's damn near, he's got it right already. He's close to almost every time. It's like, but Derek calls out Jag for when he has missteps, and he doesn't just like cater to Jag and everything that he's doing. It's like, we're just objectively watching the show and commenting on it. And it has nothing to do with, trying to discredit anybody, Well,
there's two ways to go with it. There's two ways to go about it. You can go with the masses or you can go with your actual opinion. And I think a lot of you guys come here, whether you agree with us or not, you come here to hear what we have to say about it. Mm-hmm. And we have some dialogue, about it as we're sitting in here.
It's my favorite part, by the way. I love it. Like, I love people in here to come in. It's almost like, we have an opinion on the show. I would love if we had a phone line that we could monitor.
Yeah, we can let people weigh in.
Let people weigh in. It's like, this is our way to let people weigh in. Argue with us. Like, give us your opinion. We are definitely not on the side of like, agree with us or go to another live. So like, I also want people to understand that. And we love going back and forth. We love having disagreements. Not to argue, but to just have conversation. So we definitely appreciate it. So I also want to make sure everybody is aware in the chat. You don't have to just like, yes, Cody and Derek us. You don't have to do that. We don't need that.
And speaking of not yesing us, but answering Tasha, you asked criminal coffee code. For those of you who don't know, I have a coffee company. I wanted to do something special for you guys. We don't offer this all the time, honestly. So to answer Tasha's question, the criminal coffee code for just you guys, just the Winner Circle people, is Winners Circle 10. It's all one word. You go there, you enter Winner Circle 10, you can get 10% off, and I'll do it till the end of the month. So if you want 10% off on your coffee, get some coffee, make sure you tag me in it. That's a code just for you guys. But yeah, Cody, I agree with everything you said. Everything you said, it's right on.
Derek,
spot on.
It's going to be cold. Holidays are coming up. You're going to need something to keep you warm. You're going to need something that just makes you feel good inside. Gets your morning started, gives you that middle of the day pickup. And what better way to do it than to buy coffee, not only from the man, the myth, the legend, Derek, but also from a company that takes some of those profits and proceeds and put it back into the community to try to solve unsolved cases where people don't have answers. It's not to just gas Derek up. The coffee's good. I got guilted into trying it because I didn't get it. So I went and got the stuff. It's really good coffee, but it's like an amazing cause. I love what he does with some of the proceeds.
I'm going to send you a check,
so
Cody.
It's really important.
Don't worry. Great advertisement. I'm going to send you a check. Thank you. Thank you for that.
And it's really great coffee. And if you know Derek, you guys know Derek, he doesn't half-ass things. He doesn't just do it to do it. Like, the process that he went into, he was calling me constantly about, bro, I got this bean. I'm getting this bean imported. Like, it's no joke.
Talking to Colombia.
It's no joke.
People in Colombia. No, it's good.
Try his
coffee.
Good.
Definitely try it. I'm biased. I think it's the best coffee ever. No. no bias, though. It's
Starbucks
just really
stinks. Boo. Boo.
Haven't
get one of those in a while.
No, we boo. Hey, poll time real quick because we're getting close. I do want to know what you guys think. I think I know what you're going to say. Who's going home tonight, Cory or America? Let's get the vibe on the chat.
Eddie Rios, I think Jag or Matt might win. Oof. I think Jag is in a tough position, but I definitely agree with you about Matt. I think Matt has a strong chance to win because Matt doesn't have that, like, I'm a competition threat where Jag has just won a bunch of competitions now.
Yeah, I think we had somebody tag me today on a post I did for Crime Feed, but they were like, and it was someone with a good amount of followers. I think his name was Jay, and he was like, yo, I love you and Cody, but you guys slacking a little bit. You haven't been doing your positions. And he's probably right. So tonight, let's give our top 5, our hit list. We'll make sure we say tonight and we're going to base it on tonight who we think's in the best position to win at this point. So basically, who we think's in the best position to win, therefore who we would attack first, who we would take out first. because they're in the best position. And I feel like you and I are going to probably be similar, but maybe we'll surprise some of you. So the poll's up right now, and it is a blowout. And for a major reason why, America went off this week. But still, Cory is viewed as the better player. I don't know if that's necessarily true, but that's the perception. The perception is that he's the mastermind of the two. They take him out. America will just kind of fall by the wayside. She'll be an easy target.
You know what I also think is happening right now with Cirie? She got a moment in the DR where she mentioned, she's like, I got to do this punishment. And isn't it been punishment enough to have to play this game without my closest allies? Like, there's a part of me that thinks Cirie is like, I did not know what I was getting myself into when I signed up and I agreed to go on this show. Like, Cirie is a huge fan of Big Brother. Huge fan. And I don't think she realizes, because we played Traders together. I think I can say how long we filmed. I don't know that I get in trouble, but it is just, you know what? A fraction.
Yeah.
Like a quarter of this.
Yeah.
Survivor, a quarter.
I think most people know, because Traders 2, people left and are already back.
Yeah, okay.
So,
okay. All right. So it's like 3 weeks max.
Yeah, people know.
With also with like, a day off here and there. It's like, It's just not the same.
Even Survivor now. What's Survivor? 39 days max when Cirie was playing?
Yeah, man.
She has said it herself. It's a different game, man, and it's the time.
Can we talk about Cirie's commentary this week in the suit? Oh my God, hysterical. She is so over Big Brother. Like, Melissa, 1,000,000%. That's like part of the reason why I said what I said was because it was like, she was the last person that wants to do this stuff. Like, Cirie, like, she probably loves watching Big Brother as a viewer, but like Cirie herself is like, I don't want to be dressed up in this stupid costume. Like, do you see what they made her do also? They made her go out at nighttime in the superhero suit and pull the shower over her head. Like, that's
pretty brutal.
That would piss me off.
I remember the shower outside. A little inside information. I don't know if I ever said it to you guys, but when I was a have-not, I realized that the hot water, the pipe that runs along the wall outside, gets really hot because of the sun hitting it. So when you're a have-not, you used to have the option of showering in the cold shower or the shower outside because there was no quote-unquote hot water. So I would be like, I guess I'll use the shower outside because, it's so cold, but, this is brutal. And you'd go under it. I think you were in on this too. And I'd sit under it.
You ended up telling me.
And I was like, this is so cold, but it was nice and hot. And then someone, I think it was freaking Zach or someone was like, the water's hot under there? And I'm like, Zach, you idiot. And sure enough, the next day the DR was like, no more showers outside.
Yeah. Okay, coming in with a hot take. I wonder, will Matt eventually turn on JAG, or are they going to stick with each other to the end? Okay, not a chance. They're never going to turn on each other.
No. Could you see Blue getting to the end? We're starting to see a little bit more on her in the DR, obviously because there's not a lot of people left. Still not seeing Blue. I mean, Bowie Jane.
Bowie's not in the game. No offense, Bowie. No offense, Bowie.
She was good week for HOH, though. It was a nice little change up.
Yeah, my mate Bowie from down under. Couldn't pull it together. Took too many crocs in a win.
I'm going to end this poll. 95% of you say Cory's going home.
Yeah, we all know Cory's going home.
I think you're right.
That's why it's like...
I don't know if it's necessarily the best move, but, whatever.
You know what? Yeah, well, I mean, if they want to keep craziness... Well, I'm going to play devil's advocate. Right? Cory is very smart. You keep Cory in the house. Cory all of a sudden has this like, hey, we're literally targeting each other and allowing people to get to the end of the game that really shouldn't be getting further than us. We got rid of America. I'm cool with that. Jag, Matt, us three to the end in the HOH. I know you guys are going to take each other, but at least let me be there. We'll compete. Best one takes all. And then maybe clip them at Final Four. But like almost start like picking all like the floaters off. Like, like the Bowies. Like, get rid of Bowie, man. Get rid of Bowie.
Fox Miller, hit that like button. Yo, Fox, I agree with you. Everyone hit that like button. Can we get to 500 likes before we get back from break?
We forgot to hit on the likes in the beginning.
That's all right. We're going to hit it right now. We're going to get to a 1K. We got 900 people in here, only 300 likes. That means 600 of you. Great math, Derek. Actually, a little bit less, but that's okay. You can hit that like button right now. If you're in the chat and you're enjoying it and you've been here for most of the episode, like Alexander G just said, tickle that like.
Yeah, tickle the like. Yo, guys. Tickle. I'm not going to do it. Tickle the like.
Don't do it. All right, so, I think we can actually right now, while we're in break, because we're just kind of killing time, we don't need to wait until this happens because we kind of all know who's going home. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to go first. I'm going to go with my top 5 right now as far as who I think is going to win this season of Big Brother.
Who you think is going to win, so who you would target immediately?
Yep, this is number 1, and I'm going to go from 1 to 5. 1, I got Matt. 2, I got Cirie. 3, I got Jag. 4, I got Felicia. 5, I got, I guess we'll go Blue. And then what, am I missing anybody? You're going to have Cory or America? I actually changed that. I would put, so Matt, Cirie, Jag, America, Felicia. Is that 4 or 5? And then Blue.
All right, so mine is, I have at number 1 Jag, because I don't think anybody beats Jag in the end.
I think he's made some enemies, but we'll see.
But here's the thing: it's like he made enemies on the feeds because, like, Cam, I think is going to respect the game as a whole. Cory's going to respect the game as a whole. If he gets there with Matt, he won't beat Matt though. So I should probably have Matt 1, but I just think that Jag has the best resume in the house. So I'm gonna go Jag, then I'm gonna go Matt, then I'm gonna go Cirie, then I'm gonna go Felicia, and then I'm gonna go America.
Melissa Lynch says, don't you think America becomes a better player once Cory is gone, though? I can see her beast mode with rage actually turning it on. I will say, you did have something similar happen with Jessica when Cody left. So, Jessica did very well afterwards. She started playing the game. She started strategizing. She was more in tune because she was less hanging out with Cody. But she still has to win some comps, and it isn't like she hasn't been trying to. So we'll see. Strategically, she could be a lot better. I guarantee you she's better if she doesn't shut down because now she's going to be paying attention.
Well, so here's the tough part. Who's she going to get tight with, right? Because Jag, Matt got the information from Blue, so she's not going to trust any of those 3. And does America have a good relationship with Felicia, Bowie, and Cirie? Like any of those 3? I feel like America's going to be on the outs and no longer be a target. I would almost... I'd be interested. I really hope that we get to see this HOH because I want to see who wins, and I kind of want to start speculating based off of that because this game is not looking good.
It's not looking good for an HOH tonight.
Yeah, because we haven't even come close to the vote. And
I know the time's off. We started at 9:20, so it's going until 10:20. It's close, man. They're doing a lot of fluff right now.
We haven't even got to the vote yet.
They're doing the Cory campaign, thing right now. They could already be doing the HOHs. They could already be doing the nom right now.
I mean, if I'm being 100% honest with you, you got them both on the block. You're shocking the system. If you're Cirie, Felicia, Bowie, well, Bowie is tight with Jag and Matt, so not Bowie, so I can't include her. Cirie, Felicia, and Blue, you would want Cory in over America.
See, Cirie's having an interesting conversation right now with us, and I think it does speak to the fact that she doesn't have a lot of control right now. She's saying even if I wanted to keep Cory, I don't have the votes. Maybe I can flip Felicia, but she's going to try to talk to Blue. But
yeah,
mastermind to me is someone who can make a decision who they want to have gone and then go to their people, and it happens.
Yeah, not
a knock, but that's just what it is.
I'm in a tough situation. I got to kind of lay low and let all the decisions get made for dude. It's been a few evictions now. It's been a few evictions, almost I want to say 4. No, 3.
I agree with you, by the way. Who just said that in the chat room? I do think the big announcement for next week is a double eviction. Okay.
This is all part of this is what they're doing because they know Cirie completely understands the game. So they had the conversation with Cirie. And now what they're doing, classic Big Brother entertainment magic, they're creating the storyline through Cirie narrating it in the DR because they don't want to make it seem like it's going to be a full... They're trying to keep us on our toes for this eviction episode. Guys, Cory's going home on a unanimous vote.
So, hey, listen, let's see what happens tonight. Let's see if Cirie's got some yank. Cory goes home tonight, Cirie's got Yank.
If Cory goes home, Saria's number 1 and has to
Yeah.
be taken out immediately because that's all her.
We'll see.
Saria has to be number 1.
Felicia with the glasses.
What in the world are those, Felicia?
Those are not glassesusa.com.
Speaking of Glasses USA, guys, be ready. If you guys are in need of glasses, or listen, if anybody that you know are in need of glasses, we're going to have something coming up next week. Huge discount for our listeners. So make sure you start spreading the word. It doesn't have to be just you. Maybe you help out a friend. Maybe you help out a family member. Who knows? Everybody loves discounted stuff. I spent more money than I really wanted to over the weekend because I went to a site and it was like 30% off. And I was like, now I'm going to buy stuff. I don't know. It's
Melissa
like, you know
Lynch
what?
says,
It's girl math. It's girl math for me.
It's girl math. Melissa Lynch says, how epic would it be if all the girls band together and boot the boys out to make the final 4 of 5? Would be super hard, but it would be epic if they pull it off. It would be. Has it ever been done before? A final 4?
Melissa, I
girls?
genuinely think they could. But the problem that I'll kind of say to that is Matt is so loved.
Yeah.
They'll target. They don't like. There's women in there that'll be like, I don't really care to have all women. I love Matt, and I don't want like somebody like that. That's what I could see happening, because Matt's just loved, which is another reason why you don't want him in the final 2. But Matt's just loved in this house, so I don't see that happening. Although it would, I definitely think they could have a chance at doing it.
What do we? Oh my God! Julie Chen just said she taught him how to kiss.
Oh, dogged. The question that is going to Cory, which, you know, whatever. I almost want to. These are the situations where I wish we could talk to them person to person to be like, hey, bud, I know you're a super fan of the show. Do you know how much money you would have taken home if you won $750,000? Done the math for him. Dropped it at him. 21 years old. There are like barely any 21-year-olds that put that kind of chunk of change in their pocket. And why did you lay up in bed with America the whole time? Let us all know. And I put the microphone right at him. Because it's like, bro, 21 years old. This kid was more mature as a 21-year-old than I think most 21-year-olds, and definitely had a chance to win this game and got stuck laying in bed with America. Like,
yeah, I mean, it works out if he ends up like Jeff and Jordan or Cody and Jess or Brendan and Rachel. Like, if you end up meeting your soulmate and you have beautiful kids together, like I guess it's worth the money at that point. But the chances of that happening are not very good.
Well,
so it all depends. The future will tell if this was the right decision.
Let's hold on. Let's do a little thinky poo here. Let's do a little thinky poo here. Why the fuck did I just say that?
I've never heard that in my
life.
What
in the world was that?
Thinky poo.
God, dude, can we just? I hate that we're doing
everyone
this live
delete
because
that.
I can't even cut that out.
Yeah, everyone delete that.
Oh,
everyone
God.
delete that, guys. This is a circle of trust. Nobody click that.
Anyway. Season 23.
Yep.
Claire.
Derek X.
Yep. That seems like the real deal.
Yeah.
Season 22.
Ended up winning $1 million together.
Ended up winning $1 million together too.
Cody and Jessica ended up winning $1 million together.
All Stars, can't count it. 21.
Christmas in Memphis.
Christmas.
Duh. Forgot that one, bud.
Bruh.
They got married, didn't they? They're married.
Okay,
yeah.
This is so now we're kind of getting to the point I wanted to make. Season 21, Mickey's season that he was the winner. No like couples from that season. 20.
Tyler, no, never mind. They're not together, but they were a good couple. They were together for a while.
Couple. Very, very, very together for a while.
And I still have hope for them. Maybe down the road. Who knows?
Season 19, Jess and Cody. Like, you know, season 18, Nicole and Victor were on it. They're together now. Like, this show, there's about a couple a season.
Yep. So maybe it's American.
Not exact science, but, you know what I mean? We can round up. Could be them. Hashtag Thinky Poo. Damn it.
Yeah, no, you're toast.
Hashtag Thinky Poo.
Why are people saying 1.1 likes and I'm only seeing 512?
Bailey and Swaggy from season 20. Bailey and Swaggy too.
20. Married with 2 kids.
Married, 2 kids. They're substantial.
They're legit. Yeah. So I mean, listen, if you don't win,
they're withstanding the test of time. They're gonna withstand it. Like, This show,
Danny and Dom.
This show. So, like, you know what? Scott Kong, thank you for that, and thank you for the thinky poo. Yeah, this show just absolutely produces couples. So you know what? It could be them. You know, we mentioned Jeff and Jordan. We mentioned mentioned Brendan and Rachel. It really does, man. It produces.
Sorry, but you can't find another soulmate. You can find another soulmate anywhere. You can't find another 750K
Untrue.
anywhere. That is true, but I would also say, like, I would say it's not completely true because money can come in other ways. Your soulmate, you may get. Its soulmate is only. There's only. Well, I guess is there multiple soulmates?
I don't know. You know what? Let's have this conversation. Do you believe?
Full time?
Do you believe?
Can you find a soulmate?
Terry,
Full time.
Put it in the poll.
Oh my God, we're going
Bro,
to hell.
when you say poll time, it's like one of my favorite. Oh man, poll time.
Hold on, there we go. 2 soulmates?
Are there 2 soulmates? Question mark. Like I hear your voice in the question.
Asking for a friend.
Asking.
So there's 22 minutes left in the episode. Oh, they're gonna do a break before this vote finishes, though, right?
Yeah, break. Interview Cory. We're not gonna see the HOH. There are many soulmates. I don't know about that, man. I think I vote no.
I think you have one soulmate.
I think you have one soulmate. But here's the thing, like, how do you determine who your soulmate is?
You might think you're with your soulmate and you're not.
Yeah,
you might never meet your soulmate.
Like, I mean, how many people have been with their soulmate and been, like, cheated on? Probably a ton.
And yes, Cody and I are the ultimate couple, Melissa Lynch. All right, I want to hear what they say here. We might be quiet for a minute. This is good.
Here we go.
Cody, Cory, I've been cracking on you a lot. Hair looks pretty good tonight. He's not going to.
This is good, man.
Love it. Love it from Cory.
Really cool, man.
He
really
knows
cool.
he's gone.
He got. He was. See, here's the thing: is that he was talking about it, right? All right, let's hear America.
I think
What a
there's
joke.
Yeah, I think.
But she definitely is. If America wins, like,
Yeah.
they're going on the block straight up. So
Shout out to Wendy's. Love Wendy's.
dude, Big Brother
Bacon and
Canada's
fries.
got the big time sponsorship.
Yeah, I
with
know
Wendy's.
we're slacking on that one.
Bro, that HOH treat is
Amazing.
like,
Do you remember we got a couple, like, they ordered out for us a couple times at the end of the game?
yeah.
Like Panera
Do you
or
remember
something
it was
like that?
kind of being like, it was real. We had great ideas. They brought us all this stuff, but like by the time it got to us, it was always like,
Oh, yeah, it was always cool.
not fresh, and it like kind of
It had been
ruined
sitting
it
there for
me.
hours. I remember I was a have-not one time, but they said I could eat my meal, and I was sitting under the, like, storage room door, like, smelling under the door because our food was in there. It's weird. You become an animal in there. You really fucking do. It's bad. Okay, so the two proposed. I did. I was like smelling under the door. It was a low point in my life. Why is everyone saying 1,000 likes? Are they trolling us?
No, I think they're saying 1,000 because we got 1,000 viewers.
Oh, 1,000, but they're saying 1K likes.
Oh, is it? Oh, we hit 1K likes?
We didn't though.
What are we at?
550. Are people multiplying by 2?
Guys, we're not even close. Guys, we have over 1,000 people in here. If everybody that hasn't been here before that hasn't hit the like, hits the like right now, we'll get to 1,000 immediately. I also don't think people fully understand. Like, hitting the thumbs up, it costs you nothing. And we all know we got you right there. Unless you're watching us on the TV, then I feel like finding the like button may be tough. Because I have seen people post where they're like, You know what, guys? This will be fun. Why don't you send us a picture, send us a screenshot of how you're watching it. Are you watching it on the phone? Are you watching it on your TV? Tag us in your story. I'm going to be reposting some of those because I love it. I want to see people watching with us. So on IG.
By the way, two soulmates, 48 to 52%. It's split. It's super split. I got one more poll before the end of the episode, and I'm not even going to tell you what it is, Corey. Cody, I'm just going to put it up.
Don't ever call me Corey.
One. This is a good one.
That damn mustache. I'm so happy the mustache is going.
All right, so what we just heard right there, Sari didn't get the votes. She couldn't flip them. So again, she's doing the right thing. She's going with the house. This is the point we're trying to make. It's not a knock against her. She's doing what she needs to do to get to the end. That may get her the W, but by no means is she controlling the direction that the ship is going.
Yeah.
That's all we're saying.
That's all we're saying. You can take that however you want to take it.
Yeah, but she's going with the flow, which is exactly what she should be doing at this point. She doesn't have any power. Here's the last poll of the night, guys. Weigh in.
That's a good poll.
It's a good one.
And for those of you that are watching or listening on audio, do Cory and America last. You can weigh in.
Or Comerica, as she just put it.
Comerica. This is Comerica.
Blue would go home tomorrow. I would bother me none.
No, because Blue thinks she's, and maybe I don't know, but the way that it feels is that Blue thinks she's doing things, and Blue's not.
Yeah,
sorry,
not cutting it.
We had no breaks during the eviction, during the votes, bro. So we might.
We got a chance.
No, he's gonna be evicted. Get out on the thing. Interview. Break.
Could have a start of it. Come on.
I just hate that we don't get this. I get so excited because it gives us something to react to, man. It gives us something to react to. It's fun. And honestly, quite frankly, they should want to do this for those of us because I know, we're not the only ones that are watching this live. You could get reactions out of us if you're showing the HOH. It just stirs up more conversation. It creates more conversations on social media. You guys weigh it in and do it late night. It's nobody's really talking about it. We keep talking about it all night.
I'm gonna make a real long-term. What's the word I'm looking for? A long-term. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but this is what I'm going to say. Cory's going to come back on Big Brother in about 5 or 6 years, and he's going to win. That's my thing.
You think?
Yep. Cory has the potential to win Big Brother.
Oh, I completely
agree. He got really caught up in his love life, and I think it was good for him because he did a live feed where he basically said being this kind of an introvert. He got broken out of that this year with America, and I don't think Cory before this was dating a lot or whatever. And I feel for him, this season is a huge season of growth for him as a person.
Right.
And I think if you were to ask him, was it worth it not winning to have this personal growth? I think he's going to tell you yes. Because you could see how he evolved as a person. He came out of his shell, more comfortable with who he is. And that for some people, I think for many people, is worth more than the money.
Oh,
so
man,
good for him.
That's a really good point, bro.
But I think he comes back because he loves this game, and he is a future winner, in my opinion. What would that be? What's that word I was looking for? That when you predict the future, my prediction. Duh. My long-term prediction. That was the word I was looking for. He's going to come back and win the game.
Long-term prediction.
I feel like he's kind of not the same player. But Cody, when you came on the first time, you didn't have the tools yet, life experience to win.
Oh, completely.
But you had the attributes. You just didn't know how to use them yet. And then you came back a second time, and you were a force to be reckoned with because you had the same tools, but now also that experience to go with it, and you understood the assignment.
Yeah.
And I feel like Cory could come back and do the same.
Like the second go around, whether Cory and America are together, and I would even say this, Cory, if he's single, him and America aren't together, and Cory comes back, Cory will never get in a showmance again. He'll understand that.
No, he'll be done with that. He'll be like,
he'll
I'm
be done
for the money this time.
I'm talking about on and not even poking fun at it in any way. He'll be like, I'm there to win the game. I'm not there to go there and have a showmance. Might have made me miss on things that I thought were happening. Maybe I would have had a better relationship with Jag and Matt at that point. They wouldn't have targeted me. We could have wrote it out together. He'll go through a bunch of different things and come back much stronger. And also, I do feel genuinely, I feel like being a little bit older, having a little more experience is very important.
Absolutely. Mikey
important.
Callahan.
It's just something I'm thinking pooing about. Just something I'm thinking pooing about.
Mikey Callahan, prophecy. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Making a prophecy of like what was going to happen.
Oh, Mikey Callahan. I thought you were saying it's a Mikey Callahan prophecy. I was like, what is that?
No. Cory thinks he's the smartest in the house, maybe look book smart, but that's it. Yeah, I mean, like, Sari wipes the floor with him as far as social awareness.
And read him like a book.
But that comes with age. That comes with life experience.
Totally.
And that's what I was saying just about Cody. Came back a different player. He had all the tools, just not the life experience to understand what people were really about and what their motives were. Why doesn't BB bring back alums like Survivor does? Fox Miller asks. They do bring back alums. What do you mean?
So here's the other thing. Fox Miller. Because I think he's referencing like Survivor brings back returners like
all
constantly.
the time.
It might be like every third season there's returners constantly. They do the all winter stuff. All that stuff. And I think I have to say this, Survivor's in a league of their own. They're always ahead of the curve on everything. Yep. They're innovative. They do things first. That's why Survivor is Survivor and why Survivor is probably the biggest show and longest standing show. But I also think it's tougher, man. Big Brother's a long, long time. It's a long time. 2 seasons of Survivor, maybe filming in a year, where you can only 100 days. You can't. It's really difficult to do that twice in a year. So it's harder. Now, if they did shorter seasons, like instead of doing Celebrity Big Brother, they would start throwing in like an over-the-top season, shorter, in the middle, Paramount Plus only. You could start seeing more Big Brother that way. But this 100-day seasons, it's very difficult to do for the producers, for the people that go on it. It's a lot, man. This is taxing. This is 3 months where like some of these producers, they're here. They don't have breaks. They're not working like a normal shift. They're there constantly around the clock, sleeping on the lot, back in the morning. It's like they're not with their families, so it's a really tall ask to do Big Brother twice. And
I also
Survivor
think
does that, and that's why they probably don't bring back returners.
I also think with Big Brother, the first time you play, you get the best version of that person because they're learning it for the first time.
Totally.
When you have players who come back, the magic is kind of gone, and they know the behind the scenes. They've had chances to meet the producers. They know how the inner workings are. And so they're not as, in my opinion, as excited about different things that go on there. It doesn't have that same oomph that it has when it's new players experiencing it for the first time.
Like when the Zingbot comes in.
Yeah. It's also like, I think there's this, people are more, like there's this weird place when you're in Big Brother where you go in there and the psychological kind of gymnastics happens where you're like not prepared to be in this prison for a year or for 3 months.
Right.
But if you've played before, you know what to expect. You have the preparation for it. And I feel like there's not as many peaks and valleys with like returning players, which doesn't necessarily translate into good TV. You do have the legends who come back every year and give you your sound bites. But I think overall they like having new players because they can kind of manipulate them. They can kind of twist and turn them and they don't really know what to expect.
Yeah. Whereas like,
Survivor, you're just hungry all the time.
I'll tell you that was something that we were fully aware of too the first time, where it was like you go in there, you don't know. It's like, should I play nice with the producers, all this stuff? And so maybe you say certain things where it's like, when I went back the second time, I was like, oh, I'll play nice, but like this is what I'm doing. This is how this is going, and I'm not being swayed by a line of questioning or anything like that. If the head of household competition happens after the live eviction, why do the live feeds go down on Thursday before the live show at night? Are the head of household competitions pre-taped? No, they're not. So the reason why they shut down the feeds is, one, we're in the middle of lockdowns a lot. We're up in the HOH room. We're back down. We're getting ready. We're back up in the HOH room. We're back down. They're doing a lot of different things where production is coming over the speakers, saying stuff to us, letting us know like how much time stuff is happening. So there's a lot of communication between us and producers in the live show. Not like constant, but everybody's getting ready. Buzzers are on. It's like, so that's why they have the feeds down, not for any other reason. That is filmed live. That happens live, because I know that because on the East Coast, I knew what time it was in LA, and I knew what time it was in the East Coast. So it's like everything was live.
Cory's giving the rundown right now in this poll too. So 70% ESA, no bueno on America and Cory.
Wow.
We hope you're wrong.
It's a high percentage.
Or hope you're wrong. Cory's, breaking down the game right now, basically, and he has a good understanding. He knows that the votes weren't there.
Yeah,
the votes weren't there. He knew that. I do think, now that I'm seeing him up on stage, and I've hated sometimes this year in the most fun way possible, Cory does look better than he did when he went in. The hair looks better, longer. The mustache, I know you're saying it's got to go. I know, Cody, you said it's got to go, but I think I kind of like it. I like it. I know.
I hate it. And I love mustaches. I
he
love
looks
me a
older.
good mustache, trust me.
He looks older.
He looks, honestly, you know what the thing is? When he first went in, he looked like a boy, and now he doesn't seem like a boy. He doesn't seem like this little boy. He seems like, he doesn't seem like a grown-ass man, but he's not a boy anymore. So.
You know what?
Poll time. I read your mind. Mustache? I know exactly how the question is coming in your head.
And you weren't wrong.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Oh, here we go. So they had no HOH.
He's going to get a lot of respect in his goodbye messages.
This is jury management too right here.
Great.
Oh. Blue can go.
Blue, like, I can't.
Yep.
Yeah, Sari. Let him. Oh. Sari is just. That was awesome. That was a great goodbye message. Blue is just. I completely agree with you, bro. Like, Blue can go, man. Like, my thing is, if you're doing things and it's like you're active and it's like we were battling, it's like have some humility in that. The pettiness when you do nothing drives me loco. No. No.
He got no applause.
That's awkward. Brother. He's the big
Blue's
bird.
not even trying to win. No. Like, she's not even trying to. Does she understand what show she's on?
Here's what's driving me nuts, and I wanted to say this. I hope more people start going on Big Brother and also understanding, like, you are not creating a social media following that is going to make you all the money in the world. Like, you are going there at a chance to win $750,000, which is actual. It's like, I win this game, I get that money. That is a insane amount of money. If you're in your 20s and your 30s, you win that amount of money, you invest it, it compounds. Like, you're going to have millions when you grow up, millions, if you don't touch it. Like, that is a huge opportunity. And yes, it's great to go on TV and gain a following. And yes, things could come from that. Absolutely. But man, not like that money that you can get in 3 months. And I hope more people come on, which is what it used to be. Big Brother used to be this. People would come on for that money, which is why you would see like a lot of backstabbing, a lot of like fights, a lot of arguments, because it was for that money. Now some people come on, it's like, I want to try to be this person in the DR, or this person on the show, and get followings and become an influencer. And it's like, guys, I could tell you this. I'm sure a ton of people can tell you this. There's like a minute group of people that actually like consistently stick to what you have to do in order to do that. And so like, that's what it feels like Blue's here to do. And it's like that, it bothers me. It bothers me. I want people to go.
By the way, Blue, and I don't mind, Blue, you comparing yourself to Cory, who played the game the entire time. The only reason, Blue, that you're still in the house is because you're an absolute flop. It's the only reason you're there. Yeah. Nobody's threatened by you. You up against anyone. I would argue maybe even Bowie Jane, because Bowie's won a competition. You lose. Has Blue even won anything?
No.
Yeah, she's a horrible player.
And that's the thing is like, I'm just getting no
self-awareness. She's a flop. That's why she's there. She's a flop.
I think what's happening too, bro, is that we're getting to the point of like, I just like have to like say it for what it is. Like, it annoys me when I see these people on TV that like so clearly are just there for TV. And it's like, if you want to be there for TV, go on a dating show. Go on a dating show, get your sound bites, do your drama. But it's like, Big Brother is a fucking crazy, social, competitive, like cool game. And I don't want to see people that want to be influencers play this game. I want to see people that want to win the game.
I just hope Blue has the least amount of followers out of everyone on Big Brother 25. That would be so much karma. That would be the best thing ever. Because that would actually bother her.
Blue just won this most recent veto because she guessed a number.
Please, I mean, and at this point, I'm being honest with you, no disrespect. In the end, when there's only like 5 or 6 people left, you're gonna start stacking some up. But Blue is not impressive. I stand by. I will die on that hill. You guys can come after me for the Sari takes and stuff like that, but Blue is not a good player. She'll never be asked back again. She's in her own head. She has no self-awareness. She thinks that in any world she's a better player than Cory just because she's still there longer. And everything she does is for a soundbite. It's lame. I'm ending this poll too because you guys are lame. 75% of you said no to the mustache. Boo! Pull over.
She just won a veto to get off the block and get Cory out. Jag won the veto. There were 2 vetoes played. She guessed how long Jag was going to hold on to the thing to get a second veto. She didn't pull herself off the block to get Cory to go home. America screwed Cory. Cory was not going to go on the block if America didn't go.
Oh wait, Johnny Max coming in? Oh, Johnny Max going to be back. By the way, speaking of which, someone asked us.
Hold on, wait. I want to finish this point. You guys got to understand. You got to stop wrapping your points and you're almost whether you're a fan of the person or something around a move happening that they just straight up didn't do. America divulged information to Blue that she should have never done. It was one of the dumbest moves on America's part. She should have never said a word. Why she did it is...
It gave Jag a reason.
Arguably... part of the reason why it's I don't even view I don't think America is going to win, because it's just when you do stuff like that, that's so poor. How are you going to win this game? Blue didn't do anything. She didn't do anything. She didn't win the veto. It's if America doesn't say that stuff to Blue,
maybe they stay one more week.
I think Sari goes up on the block and then Felicia goes home. I genuinely feel that's how it would have played out. Jag wouldn't have done it. Jag had he had the match and was about to put it down. And then found out what America said, and so instead of putting it down, he swiped it and threw it onto the and threw it in the oil. It's Blue didn't do anything to do that. America did that. America put her foot in her mouth, and anyway, so that's how I view moves being made. Anyway, Derek, what were you saying, bro?
I'm over Blue. That's why you say I'm over. She's useless in the game. So there was a question that was up there that popped off. Someone said, do you see anybody besides Cory that we just mentioned over the last couple seasons maybe being asked back? Is there anybody that stands out in the top of your head?
Over the last couple seasons that could be asked back, Tiffany.
Michael Brunner. Sure. Michael Brunner would probably be asked back.
Tiffany. If Tiffany's not asked back,
Tiffany for sure.
I might just stop watching. I don't understand
Tiffany
how she's
for
not
sure.
Back on
Cory. I don't know anybody else off the top of my head, but I want to breeze through these. He's the Big Brother version of Survivor Cochran. Just saying. Who's that? Is that that's from Melissa Lynch? I'm assuming that's Melissa Lynch. You're probably talking about Cory. And then also Melissa Lynch said YouTube posted Blue on some weird dating show where she picked someone who made the best food. It was so stupid and it came across as influencer thirsty on that too. Yeah, listen, I can only judge Blue off this. Again, I'm not saying she's a horrible person. I don't know her. Yeah. I'm just saying as far as Big Brother, in the context of Big Brother, in context of this little fishbowl that we watch 3 times a week, not a good player, not entertaining. Her, and you guys seem to agree, most of her sound bites, most of her DRs come off as super, super cringy, to be honest with you. And she lacks the self-awareness to know that she's got no shot of winning Team America, or I guess America's favorite player. So she's there for different reasons other than winning, which sucks. It's unfortunate.
And honestly, quite frankly, I'm getting tired of it because it's almost like it's happening more. And for me, if you want that, go on a dating show. Start applying to those.
Well, then, yeah. Melissa Lynch also said,
man. Survivor, Big Brother. These aren't. People the people that do well on this and actually Dr. Will, Janelle's, the Rachels are the people that play the game. They're not there for the following, and then they get the following.
Jag wouldn't have used the veto if Blue didn't win. If only thought about changing it once she won. If she didn't win, she would have gone home. Yeah, that's possible for sure. And then the final one. Joe the Show, do we think Riley leaving possibly extended Matt's game, considering Cory America were targeted for their showmance quicker than they thought? Yeah, showmances are always targeted. It's 2 votes, especially when you're down to 7 people or 8 people and 2 of them are having sex in the house. I mean, they're not going to turn on each other. So 2 votes at that point in the game is huge. So any alliance, any showmance. So yeah, Matt and Riley, if they had stayed together, for sure, they would have been targeted, which is part of the reason Riley was targeted, because she was in a showmance with someone else, or it was at least believed that there was something formulating between the 2 of them. So, yeah, Riley went, and that's usually what happens. When one of the showmances go, one of the members, the other person usually gets left alone for a while because now they've been handicapped. Yeah. So they're leaving them in the house with nobody else to really confide in, and it takes a few weeks for that person to recover.
Don't get me wrong, man. If they sleep on America, like we've said it.
Oh, she'll end up slitting their throats, and she'll win the game.
And she very well could win the game. So, like, yeah, I hope they don't. Like Sari, it's like if they view her as this, like, wounded animal, like, bro, America's a very intelligent young woman. Like, she absolutely is capable of winning the game.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you.
She has to, like, get involved.
Yep, she's smart. I think they're going to leave her alone now. I think you could have a situation where if Sari, Felicia, Blue, maybe not Blue, but Sari, Felicia, America, if one of those 3 win, I think Matt or Jag go home. And I don't know who Blue would go after. Blue might go after, put up maybe, I don't know, America.
I think Blue would get influence to target Matt and Jag, and think like, oh, this is going to be my this is going to be my big move. And so, although I know that Blue is kind of working with Matt and Jag, I do see like a scenario where she targets the 2 of them.
We shall see. It looks like the final part of the episode there looked like there's going to be some type of dentist theme competition, probably an HOH, where it's going to maybe be hosted by the great Johnny Mac from season 17, maybe, right? 17. And did they mention, I saw a lot of people in the chat, we were talking double eviction. Is that confirmed? Did Julie confirm that? Yeah, I think Julie said that.
Julie mentioned that.
I'm just make sure that's confirmed. I believe it is. Final words from you, Cody. We already said our top 5.
Yeah. So final words, man, I don't know. That week should have been like more entertaining than it was, and I just didn't feel like it was.
Jag had a bad week this week, and Jag even acknowledged it when he went into the DR, where Cory made a joke out of it. Basically said like, hey, you're the invisible HOH. The whole point to this was to not have them know, to basically get out your target on America or Cory without the backlash.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Maybe you tell Matt. Like, I said that I wouldn't even have told you. Maybe I would have told you, but I wouldn't have told the house.
Yeah.
So it was a mistake by by Jag, and it could come back to bite him.
Oh,
you could have Cory. You could have Cory. If you put it this way, if you have Matt and Jag in the final 2, right? Just Matt and Jag in the final 2, and they're both kind of level playing field as far as gameplay and social game. If there's one final deciding factor for Cory in America, don't you think it would be that you took them out of the house when they were together?
It's possible, but I think that they view the 2 of them like kind of one and the same. So it's not they're going to be like, oh well, I don't like Matt, I don't like.
Yeah, but you got to pick one.
Yeah,
you got to pick one.
I think Cory will go more on the lines of Jag. He made the play. He knew like what needed to be done, because Cory was going to do it too. But I just don't. I just wish that Jag kept it a secret this week. It probably would have made it more entertaining, and it's going to hurt him on so many different levels. Now they know he won the HOH. They know he won a veto. They know how good he is at lying right to their faces. He did it for multiple days. Even if they're not recognizing it right now, because there's the excitement of Cory in America getting blindsided, being on the block, going home. Like, when the dust settles, it's going to be like, do you remember when Jag lied to us that whole first, 4 days of the week and was acting like he didn't know he was really good at that? Wasn't that kind of wild? That's going to end up coming back to haunt him too. It's like it was just poorly evaluated by him.
We shall see. November 9th, it looks like, might be finale night. We're going to see what happens. Guys, as always, if you haven't already, like the video, comment, subscribe to the channel, turn your notifications on. If you're listening on audio, make sure you leave a rating and a review. It really does help. We like to read everything, see what you guys are saying. But as always, we appreciate you being here. We will see you next week on the Winner Circle. Good night.